Okay, so are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Hi, y'all. This is our first on-air podcast, and I'm Gwen.
And I'm Kristen. We're trying something new in our life. We want to present like our authentic selves.
We have lots to talk about and to share. We chit-chat about absolutely everything together. So one day we're like, you know what? We should just do this and just actually do it on a podcast instead of just talking on the phone or in the car. Insight into our randomness.
And I think too that like us having these conversations will help us find people that are more like us as well. Meet our tribe, if you will. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited as well, for sure. I'm excited to see where this could go for us, and hopefully have, some expectations we can hopefully, get there with on this in our fun projects together.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the purpose, the hope is to have a blast. It's to make everybody feel like their day's just a little bit better. Just because, like, I know that I feel good when I am sitting and talking with a friend, having a heart-to-heart.
I'm the same way. It makes me feel more like comfort, like the comfort feeling, like a warm blanket. It kind of makes you feel more content with like just your outlook on anything, really nothing specifically, just how you feel as a person. It's
soothing,
therapeutic, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Well, given the nature of our topics at times, perhaps we should warn people to keep their kids away. And
yes,
maybe if you're like under 18, just keep going. I mean, I don't think that's going to be an issue really, though.
You just never know, though. Kids go on there and they like, oh, what's this? What are they talking about? This is interesting. And before you know it, well,
we're in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, so I kind of like this. I'm excited about what we are starting to have going here. Like, I'm excited to be able to talk more with you and jive more and bounce our thoughts off each other. I'm looking forward to maybe having like special guests eventually, or
that'd
like
be fun.
Just educational guests, or like, I don't know, on topics maybe about living more naturally or beauty, or
that's a big topic for sure. It is.
Yeah, just whatever people would be interested in ultimately.
But I think we really want to kind of put it out there as well that we're more like natural by nature, as you could call it, that kind of, I guess, saying or phrase, because we really try to be just straightforward and honest about what we think and how we feel about really anything in life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
I agree. We met a couple of years ago, and I would say we clicked pretty quickly, like just over being boy moms initially, I think.
Oh, yes, we did. Definitely.
I remember the first time I met you, and you came in and you had your hair down and like you had your rings on and you had like a leather jacket on, and I was just like, oh, like she's like a cool girl.
I don't remember what you were wearing.
I got.
You remember what I was wearing?
Yeah. That's the thought that I got when I first saw you.
I don't remember what you were wearing.
I don't remember either. It makes you feel better. But then it was like when you were talking, there was a lot of things that were coming up that were like, oh yeah, like, I kind of, I'm liking it. I'm feeling this vibe. Like it's working.
I was just like really hyper because I wanted so happy to be out of the house and just get out. I'm like, I'm like almost giddy. And I'm like, I need to chill out. Or people are going to think I'm this, like, who's this ditzy girl? Like, literally, they don't know. I just need to get out away from the house from my twins. It was just like bad time, bad age back then. They were only like 5.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of tough age with them. And I just was like, I'm out. Like, let's drink. Let's have fun. Let's do whatever.
Yeah, that was my two, obviously. They're really close in age, but honestly, I can't imagine having them the same age.
Oh, some days are just like, I think, am I going to go crazy today? Like, it's hard to explain unless you're actually living it. It's just one of those things.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of like twin moms out there.
Oh, there's
who could
so many twin moms.
commiserate with you.
It's so funny. I'll go out shopping or something, and I'll just like talk to some girl randomly or something. I don't know, and she'll be like, I'll have like 2 outfits with me that are like matching. She'll be like, "Do you have twins?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I'm buying 2 the same."
What
She'll
gave
be
me away?
And she'll be like, "Oh, I have twins too, but they're boy girl or they're not identical." And it's just like I seem to run into twin moms everywhere I go.
But then just like, yeah, getting to know you, because I think we started hanging out because I was like, maybe we should get our boys together or something along those lines.
Oh,
or
yeah, 'cause
we
they're
like
so
agreed,
close in
yeah,
age.
yeah, so close in age, and I don't know. From there, it just became like not necessarily the kids coming, but it was us hanging out.
Yes.
Having tuxedo cake and a coffee, or
And it was just fun, and it was easy. Like, it was like easy to talk with you, and I was like, I really like this. I feel like I've been missing you in my life.
oh, you're so sweet. I've definitely been missing
my
you.
life feels more complete now since I met you.
Oh, I love that. Thank
Feels like
you.
I was meant to meet you. Like it was like meant to be.
I do feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you a lot.
I appreciate you too, and I'm so glad we only live like 2 minutes away from each
Yeah.
other. It makes it like, it just makes it better.
Yeah. And I love hearing your thoughts on a subject. And like, I love how sweet you are. I know you say you're not sweet all the time, but you always come at everything so non-judgmental. And I come from a judgmental background, so it's very
Yeah.
refreshing.
I get it. I try not to be judgy because I haven't been judgy in the past, but I kind of was like wrong about somebody years ago. And I always felt guilty that I like judged them and thought they were like this bad person, and they weren't. So ever since then, it kind of was like, you know what? I'm not going to be judgy. I'm just going to like leave it as like open for perspective on it, because it's hard when you feel like you judge somebody and you're wrong, because it's like, yeah, it's kind of like a regret, and I don't like regrets. The regrets aren't good.
Yeah. Well, and even just like, how often have we ourselves been judged or like given a wrong like stigma?
Oh, it's all the
right?
time. It's all the time. You say one
Yeah.
thing and somebody's like, I don't like that person because she doesn't like this or she said this, and I don't like that. There's always a reason for something, and it's just not justified.
Yeah. And I mean, we mess up. We're only human. I know I definitely say wrong things at times, but I seen this thing that was kind of inspirational, and it was like 1% better every day.
Well, the growth
Yeah.
growth of your own person and what you want and what you don't want it's definitely a big deal.
Yeah. Coffee's ready.
Oh, I need more coffee and Baileys, please.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to where this is going to take us. And I mean, really, sky is the limit. So,
And open for anything at this point.
Open for anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we were talking about maybe trying to do like a 15-20 minute episode every other week or so. A little podcast just about our latest topics. And hopefully, like, our fans can keep us busy and maybe pitch in with their thoughts. Fans, please tell us what you are wanting us to talk about, and we would love to explore some different topics. And
we'd love to hear from you, like what your thoughts are, what you think that we should be talking about, what we shouldn't be talking about. That's going to be like, we don't want to hear them again.
Yes.
They're not on the list.
Yes, give us your feedback. We love it. Yeah, I'm gonna have some Baileys. How much did you do?
I'll tell you. That's it. That's about pretty close to what I did.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to cheers to this.
Cheers. I love to smell coffee. Cheers.
Cheers, girlfriend.
Cheers, baby.
Here's to our first podcast episode.